In this video, I'm going to show how to strengthen the diaphragm so you can breathe easier and better. Stay tuned. Hey everyone, Dr. Rowe coming to you from SpineCare in St. Joseph, Michigan. So if you're looking to improve your breathing, make it a little bit easier to do, definitely check this video out. I'm going to go over 6 ways to help strengthen the diaphragm, the muscle essential for breathing. Each way works differently. To get the best results, go through them all and use what works best for you. With that being said, let's get started. So this is a form of what we call belly breathing. You can do this one seated, but I usually find that it's a little bit easier to do lying flat on your back in bed or on a floor. So let me break this one down first, and then I'll demonstrate it to make it a little bit easier. You're going to take one hand, place it over your belly, while the other hand goes right over your chest. You're going to start by taking a deep breath in through your nose, but as you do this, focus on moving through your belly. So the hand over the belly is going to rise while the hand over the chest stays relatively still. You're going to hold that breath for a second or two, and then you're going to exhale through your mouth. And this time around, the hand over the belly is going to lower, while again, the hand over the chest stays still. So it looks just like this. And I would just keep building into that over and over again for at least 5 minutes. But to make it more challenging, try to throw in another set or 2 throughout the day. So this exercise is what I call the Joker, and I would be prepared to laugh with this one. So you can do this one standing or seated. Take one hand, place it right below your ribs, right over your belly. The nice thing about this exercise is it's going to really work the diaphragm to control the breathing with this movement. So what I'm going to do first is take a deep breath in through my nose. And when you do this, focus on moving through your belly. So it should feel like your hand is going outward like this, kind of like rising. And when you exhale, it's going to come inward. So just focus on moving that hand in and out. Let's take that deep breath in. And then when we exhale, we're going to let it out through our mouth, but we're also going to do a Joker sound just like that. And when you do this, you should feel your hand kind of pulsate with that movement as you exhale. That means that diaphragm is getting engaged, which is going to help strengthen it to control this movement. So it looks just like this. And I would try to at least do that 10 to 15 times, but it's a wonderful exercise that you can use multiple times throughout the day. So this is called the breath hold, and what it's going to do is mobilize, but more importantly, stretch the diaphragm so we can breathe a little bit easier. I usually find that doing this one seated is best, but you can also do this one standing. Start off by taking your hands and placing them right on the bottom of your ribs. Just a quick note with this one, as we take a deep breath in, focus on moving through the area at the bottom of the ribs where your hands are over. So it should start to feel like your hands are getting pressed out. As you exhale, it's just going to move in the opposite direction. So your hands should come in like this. Just try to control that as much as you can. So let's start by taking a deep breath in through our nose, holding that for 3 seconds, and then you're going to exhale through your mouth. Looks just like this. And I would try to do that at least 5 to 10 times. Get comfortable with it, moving through this area at the bottom of the ribs. But if you want to take this one to the next level and really make the diaphragm work a little bit more, all you have to do is hold it for longer. So instead of holding it for 3 seconds, hold it for a second longer with each repetition. 4 seconds, 5 seconds, work your way up towards 10 seconds. If you're able to hold it for longer comfortably, do the best you can. Again, it's just going to help strengthen that diaphragm a little bit more. It's a wonderful exercise that you can use throughout the day. So this is the candle method, and just like the name implies, we're going to need a candle, but if you're a little bit nervous about getting hot wax all over your body, you can also use a lighter instead. I really like this one because it's going to help us control our breathing, but build a lot of endurance with the diaphragm also. So you can do this when standing or seated. You're going to start by placing the candle right out in front of you, spaced roughly about 8 to 12 inches in front of your face. What you want to do from here is take a deep breath in through your nose, purse your lips together like you're going to whistle, and then slowly exhale just enough to let the flame flicker but not put it out. So you really have to control your breathing with this one. Looks just like this. And I would try to do that 10 to 15 times, and with each repetition, just really controlling that airflow. If you want to make this one more challenging, take it to the next level, all you have to do is space the candle a little bit further out. You're going to force that diaphragm to work even harder to be able to control this. But challenge yourself as much as you can, and it's a wonderful strengthening exercise that you can use throughout the day. So this is called alternate nasal breathing, and just as a forewarning, I would have a tissue ready for this one. This is going to help us control our breathing in and out, and you can do it standing or seated. Let's start by taking one thumb and pressing into a nostril, closing it off completely to the point where no air can come in or out. From there, we're going to take a deep breath in through the other nostril for roughly 4 seconds. We're going to hold that briefly, and then we're going to exhale through our mouth for 6 seconds. So take a deep breath in for 4 seconds, let it out over the course of 6 seconds, controlling that as much as you can. Looks just like this. On the next repetition, just alternate towards the other side and repeat. And I would just do that nice and slowly on both sides for 5 minutes. But to make it more challenging, work your way up towards 10 minutes, and you can throw in multiple sets throughout the day. The nice thing is we're going to put a lot of pressure over our nasal sinuses. So if there's a lot of gunk in there, it's going to help break that up, cause Niagara Falls. So again, have that tissue ready. So this exercise is what I call the Whistler, and it's a really good strengthening exercise to help build control over your diaphragm and lung function. You can do this when standing or seated. So the first thing that you're going to do is take a deep breath in through your nose, briefly hold that, and then purse your lips together like you're going to whistle, and then exhale through your lips. But what you want to do is control the airflow going out. A really easy way to be able to do this is just to whistle and hold that same note for about 4 to 6 seconds. So it looks just like this. And I would try to at least do that 10 times, and it's just a really good strengthening exercise that you can do throughout the day. If the exercises help, please support the channel by giving this video a like and maybe subscribing too. If you have any comments or questions, please leave them below. I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Thanks for watching.